All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Glass Man's world. And whoa, holy, I got a crazy story to share with you right now. This situation coming straight out of crazy Albuquerque. I don't know if you guys know or not, but I usually share a few videos on a playlist called Crazy Albuquerque. And this is one of them stories. Albuquerque has gotten pretty crazy lately in the last few years, and basically has always been, pretty much, for as long as I can remember. I remember the first year I moved to Albuquerque, we had some sort of a helicopter situation where someone, I think, hijacked a helicopter and broke out someone from the jail. That was like back in like 87 or 88. Albuquerque has always been pretty crazy Albuquerque. So I've done a few videos called Crazy Albuquerque. And this video here, well, this one almost tops the cake, man. This one here is crazy. So, I don't know if you guys ever heard of this individual, Tophiachu. But Tophiachu, I don't know if it's like Pikachu, but Tophiachu has a crew, the Chu crew, I guess, which is like Mama Chu, Brother Chu, Papa Chu. I don't know if there's a baby Chu, but then there's Tophiachu, right? And apparently these individuals all got TikToks. I don't know if Mama Chu's got her own TikTok, but apparently Papa Chu's got a TikTok, Brother Chu's got a TikTok, or had a TikTok, and Tophiachu's got a TikTok. Well, last night, there was some crazy Albuquerque situation, an incident that occurred up in the Northeast Heights, up off of Louisiana, up on Montgomery, between Louisiana and San Pedro. Basically right where one of my best friends lives and his mother, and right in their backyard. The apartments where it ended at, the situation ended. I actually used to live there, not in the ones closest to where the incident occurred, but the one more to the west. When it was I think it was a gateway. I think something like that. And so last night, some situation occurred with this individual named Tophiachu and her brother Chu, and their mother, Mama Chu. They were hanging out at a spot called Montgomery Park, which is just south of Montgomery, and I believe just right there off of San Mateo. Maybe San Pedro, but I believe it was San Mateo. And so apparently they were sitting in their vehicle. Now, the story is these individuals are TikTok bloggers or content creators. They just create content, basically like what I do here. And from what I've seen, I gotta tell you the truth, I didn't know anything about these individuals. Maybe I had seen a video from before because this individual looks familiar. But pretty much I didn't know anything about these individuals until this story broke. And I had seen it on the news. There was a news coverage, press conference that came out, and then our local ABQ Raw also covered it. And a few other local news stations, KOAT, Channel 7 News also covered it. And this incident occurred, I believe, last night, right after midnight sometime. And from what I understand, they've been sleeping in their vehicle. They've been, I guess, living out of their car, the three of them. Brother Chu, he recently was released from being in jail for potential contact with minors, and so, you know, that could be potentially why this situation occurred. Also, they were putting up the car for sale, which then where would they be staying and living if they didn't have their vehicle, unless they're planning to get a bigger one or something like that. And so these individuals were staying in their car. Apparently they were staying by Montgomery Park, and possibly parked at a church that's right there, just pretty much on the corner there. Apparently someone walked up to the vehicle and tried to steal the vehicle. Apparently the individual was armed and utilized his weapon. Apparently Brother Chu is no longer with us, and the mother also sustained injury. I'm trying to be real careful with what I say here, guys. Tophiachu got out of the vehicle and ran, and the individual, the suspect, got into the vehicle with both Brother Chu and Mama Chu still in the vehicle and ran. Apparently the police were called at that time and dispatched to that scene there. And then on their way there, they heard there was another incident where a car accident had occurred, which then was involving their vehicle that was just stolen. It had hit a Jeep, a black Jeep. I'm not sure if it's a Cherokee or what sort of vehicle it is. It could be just I don't think it's a Cherokee. I think it's just a Jeep. It's got 4 doors on it, I believe. And so they apparently crashed right on Montgomery, and it looks like their vehicles went up where there's a water tower there, and then there's the housing, I guess you would call it, like an office, the control room for the water. And so this place is all fenced off right there, and then there's a park right next door to it. There's a big old water tank there, water tower, on the north side of Montgomery. Apparently, where they hit was right. I'm not sure what happened. I think that individual was actually trying to turn into that water area, not realizing that it wasn't a road, and I think cut off the Jeep. The Jeep maybe T-boned the vehicle. From what it looks like, the Jeep is spun around and the car's up there. There was an altercation between the driver of the Jeep and the suspect who had just stolen the vehicle. At that point, luckily the driver of the Jeep didn't have any sort of issues with the firearm. Apparently the altercation went across the street to the apartment complex there, which used to be like the Gatewood Apartments or something like that. I don't know what they're called now. It's right there on I don't remember what the name of that street is now, but it's just right there between San Pedro and Louisiana. I think Mara is the name of the road there. And so a security guard from the apartment complex apparently came out, and he was armed, and he dissolved the situation, and the suspect is now no longer with us as well. Mama Chu apparently sustained injuries and is in a stable condition. Tophiachu had no idea what was going on and posted up on TikTok several times, first frantically talking about what had just occurred, and people didn't believe this individual because apparently, from looking at just a quick search on Tophiachu on YouTube, it reveals a lot of videos from the last year or so of this family, which apparently these individuals have been deemed as like the most disgusting TikTok family online, and that they're pretty despicable about the things that they do and say or whatever that they're a part of and things. And something possibly occurred with the brother Chu and a minor, and he recently just was released. So I don't know if that is some sort of connection there. I don't know what else to really add to the story, except this is a really crazy story, being that this is going to get some probably global attention, being that this has to do with TikTok. And then Albuquerque is just, we're just getting put on the map. We are the number one or the lowest state for security as far as like safety is concerned. And yeah, we don't rate too well on a lot of those on a lot of the numbers of safety and things that are going on out here. And then with the whole, people just getting released when there's potentially some really, really horrific things that may be occurring, and then district attorney is allowing individuals to be released, or judges are allowing them to be released. So police are doing their jobs and getting people in there and booking them, and then it's up to the judicial system at that point to make things right for the public. So I don't know what really occurred or what's happening. I'm just saying that with Brother Chu being released just recently, with that those allegations, that it is quite possible that this was retaliatory completely. And then again, it could have been just them being in the wrong place at the wrong time, as that's what APD, Albuquerque Police Department, is deeming it as, and then they could just move on with another case, right? But I'm not really certain. I don't know. I'm not sure what sort of attention this is going to get. But this is one of those situations where I don't really talk about these sort of things. But this is a huge situation now that has occurred, and a lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people are now going back to the last few videos that Tophiachu posted up, and some of the things that were said, and possibly telling people to roll up if they had problems and things like that, and hopefully that's not what occurred. We don't know, and I don't know if we're ever going to know what really occurred. I just wanted to share this out with y'all. A lot of people are talking about this situation going on. This happened right in the backyard of my best friend's house and his mom's house. These are individuals that I've known for a really long time, so I'm grateful that they're okay, they're safe. They maybe even just slept right through it. I don't even know. I haven't heard from them yet to know if they even know what had occurred. I may have more information for them than they already have, unless they've seen it on the news. I guess we'll just have to see what plays out. Now that Tophiachu will be was asked to basically not talk, but has already said several things on two different stories being posted up on TikTok. And I believe Tophiachu needs to speak with the detectives now, and probably that's what's going on today. Their mother was in stable condition as far as the last that I heard, and that's the last that was being reported locally here in Albuquerque by Albuquerque local news. This is a tragic event that is true for those of you who are still questioning whether or not this was true or not. From the first story that Tophiachu posted up, it seemed quite unreal, but this is real and very tragic. And it's too bad that this had to occur here in Albuquerque, putting us on the map once again for more tragic events and more crazy Albuquerque situations. All right, well, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to leave you with that while I continue to just blow glass and make some of these beautiful jellyfish here. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. I'm Dan the Glass Man, and this is the Glass Man's World. We'll see you guys soon. I don't know if anyone's here to leave any comments. If you'd like to leave any comments real quick before I go, I'll go on ahead and do so. And
hey, Mayor, did you know that the buck has the backs of...
And if not, well, I'll just I'll let you guys get going here. But it's quite tragic. What's interesting too is that recently we lost a friend who his situation was also in the news, connected with the Albuquerque Police Department and being in custody. He lost his life. They transported him to the hospital, where 2 hours later he didn't make it. And so we've recently had to deal with that situation. And then right after we went to his funeral, I believe that night or like the night after, then the funeral home was like getting broken into, and there was a police situation there. And there's live footage of that, because there's people who go out and they film the cops and they film live situations that are going on. So that occurred. And now this park that's being mentioned, Montgomery Park, that's also going to be connected to our friend as well. And it's like, okay, what's going on with all these connections and correlations and everything that's happening here? I don't really know, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Were you a fan of the Chu family and Tophiachu, Brother Chu, Mama Chu, Papa Chu? Were you fans? Were you following them on TikTok? I don't have TikTok personally, but I do believe that I saw some videos on YouTube of this individual Tophiachu, because of the makeup and some videos that the individual was wearing in that video specifically. I believe I had seen at least one video before. Never had any opinion or anything on it. Maybe I didn't watch very much of it because it wasn't my cup of tea, basically. But yeah, let me know what you guys think with this incident and with it happening here in Albuquerque, crazy Albuquerque. We got some interesting situations that occur here, and I don't know why. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys a little bit of information, updated information. And those of you who are still wondering if it's true and if it's real, unfortunately, yes. I'm sorry if you guys are fans of these individuals. My condolences to you all, for those of you who are saddened by this news and by the loss of Brother Chu. I don't have any any kind of connections or ties besides just learning about this family and what they're about today, and then just reporting on it because this is another crazy Albuquerque incident that I'll be putting in my playlist, Crazy Albuquerque. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I'm Dan the Glass Man. I'm gonna finish up this jellyfish here, and then we're out. You guys have a wonderful, awesome night, and we'll probably see you very soon. Maybe for the moon event coming up here. Also the crazy weather event that's also going to be coming up here on Friday, and anything else that may be going on. All right, you guys. I hope you guys have a beautiful evening. Love and blessings. Let's finish this off, and then I'm out. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you want to get more videos like this. Be able to watch live glass blowing demos where I just share story, and also sometimes I share how to blow glass, live lessons and demonstrations. All right, check out that beautiful jellyfish. That thing's glowing hot. All right, you guys have a beautiful one. Thanks for watching. I'm out.